Hey everyone, this is Shreyas and welcome back to another video. As promised, this is me revisiting the Pixel 6a after the Android 13 update. Now, I had a few complaints about the Pixel 6a in my review as well as other videos that I made about the Pixel 6a. You can check out the whole playlist of all the videos I made till now in the card up here. They all will be listed down in the description as well, so make sure you check them out to get context about this particular video as well. Now, Android 13 came out around 10 days ago and I've been using the Pixel 6a with it exclusively, and it has been overall a better experience. I'll be explaining more throughout the video. Also, I've been using this phone for almost a month now, so you can consider this particular video with additions that I missed out in my previous review as kind of a long-term review as well. So with that said, this is Shreyas and let's check that out. By the way, if you're curious about the changes and the improvements that you see on Android 13 compared to Android 12, check out the detailed video I made up in the card over here, and it will be linked in the description down below. I know that Material You was a radical change and it was a UI change as well, which made it more interesting to most people, but there are a lot of subtle under the hood changes which improves the experience a lot. That's something you should definitely check out and be excited for Android 13. So in my video where I complained about the Pixel 6a and I thought it was an unreliable phone to recommend, there were two major complaints. One was about the software update situation, because this out of the box came with the May security patch, got a June security patch I believe, did not get it for July. Now that was baffling to me given this is a Pixel, Google's own hardware and software. The Android 13 update came in the second week of August, and that's where again it starts to shine, because the Pixel 6a was the first phone with all of the other eligible Pixel devices to get Android 13. It is running the August security patch, so that concern is gone as of now. This slump was also seen in the Pixel 6 series, the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro, where they got one security patch delayed as well as a delay in one of the security patches which was coming out with feature drops. So that's something to keep in mind. Could happen again down the line, but the delay will be max for a month. Now my next complaint was about the fingerprint sensor. Now if you don't have context around it, definitely watch the video up here or down in the description where I explain what is the concern with it. Now I have tried the fingerprint sensor and 15 people have actually tried to unlock this particular phone and were unable to. A lot of people were claiming it's a hardware issue, but I strongly believe it's a software only issue. Seems like it has been solved, but again the problem is there are two things. Number one, very few YouTube channels or publications have put out this concern around this particular fingerprint issue. Number two, Google has actually not acknowledged it or said clearly that they have put out a fix for it. So has it really been fixed or not is still a mystery, but given the limited sample set, I am relatively way more relieved, because at least my own unregistered fingers are not unlocking it. Seems like most of the concerns that I had before Android 12 are kind of addressed. A lot of people were having actually a lot of random bugs, like screen overlays of UI elements, stuff like that. I personally did not face it, but again those seem to be fixed according to a lot of people who faced it themselves. I am having a great experience after Android 13 as well, but here's where again you need to consider that why was a retail product waiting for a major OS update to fix everything that it should have been fixed and launched in the market in the first place. People who have bought it faced some issues and were concerned about it because they put in their hard-earned money into buying a phone which they consider more reliable given the reputation of the company and what it promises to offer. Now, few more things that I skipped in my previous review which I would like to reiterate and mention over here is that this is one of the cheapest phones in the market to have IP67 water and dust resistance. The only other phone which probably has IP67 rating around this price point is the Galaxy S20 FE, but that has considerably come down in price since it was launched long back, over a year back, and that's why probably it's cheaper than the Pixel 6a as well. But given at launch price, this is probably the most recent and only phone in this price segment to have IP67 rating. Not just that, so this is the only device probably in this price range, and even if you consider a higher price range as well, where you get access to your other cameras in your social media camera apps. So for example, when you open up Instagram, you can pinch out to use the ultra-wide camera, and it's the direct feed from the ultra-wide camera of the Pixel 6a. Now that's something very few phones can do. Right now I think the Galaxy S21 series and the S22 series can do. Pixels in the 6 and the 6 Pro can also do it, but this is probably the cheapest phone which can do it right now and for a long time as well, given the industry trend. If you value social media apps and post a lot of things, especially from the social media camera apps, this is the phone to go for. It's something really to consider, because really you don't have any competitor in that space in terms of having this feature. Apart from that, the Pixel exclusive features are just a ton of them. I have made an exclusive video over a year back. I will be updating it very soon, so stay subscribed for that if you do want to know about the newer Pixel exclusive features. I'll probably wait out till the next feature drop and add everything into one video. And if you're liking this video so far, make sure to leave a like as well and follow me on my social media handles up over here. Another thing I briefly touched upon in my review was about the haptic feedback and the haptic motor in this. I feel this is the best haptic experience in this price point. I really think that they have nailed the haptics, and I feel it is so premium and good to use. Pixels have had one of the best haptics, but not really in the A series. This phone has haptic motor and feedback almost comparable to my Pixel 6 Pro, and that's a huge praise. Not just that, this phone has lasted really well. I am using a case and a tempered glass on the display, so if you're interested in buying those, they will be linked down below. Make sure to buy it from there. It will really help the channel. Because the Pixel is such a small phone, putting up a case does not really add to the weight or bulk of it, which is a great experience. Another thing, few people had complained about their fingerprints not getting registered when they are trying to enroll their fingerprint after the Android 13 upgrade. Now I had deregistered my fingerprints and re-registered them. I did not have any issues. Number one, if it is happening without a tempered glass or a screen protector, please get it checked and try to have a replacement if that is persisting. Number two, if you are using a tempered glass and it's not working, with my tempered glass installed over here and which is linked down below, I am not having any problems. So you could probably try that out. And also in this pack, you get 2 tempered glass. So if you mess up the application once, you can apply it one more. App optimization and the performance has increased a lot. I was actually feeling like there is some noticeable improvement in the day-to-day performance and even the app opening times, the animations and stuff like that. So I did a quick Geekbench run, and you can see there is a significant bump up both in the single core score and the multi-core score. Now, of course, I don't think that will really improve the performance of the app opening or the app animations, because that is part of software optimization, which I think Android 13 does really well. This is only budget phone which I personally liked and would want to own. So it's not like this completely changes my opinion about the Pixel 6a, because I was inclined towards getting the Pixel 6a over any other phone in this particular price segment. Its drawbacks still exist, like lack of wireless charging, lack of higher refresh rate, and the plastic back which is glossy and could catch scratches very easily. But I feel the refresh rate complaint for me has reduced a bit, although I will still appreciate higher refresh rate, but the optimization on a 60Hz display is as good as it can get on this particular phone, because I don't think any other 60Hz phone can do better app optimization, animations and everything put together than this phone. The Twitter experience has gotten better so much. I feel it is because Twitter has done some different optimization for Android 13 apps, because I saw that difference even on my Pixel 6 Pro, just that the difference was more pronounced because it has a 120Hz display. But yeah, overall this is a phone I am way more comfortable recommending now. So let me sum up this phone in all of its strengths, so that if you prefer all of these, you definitely should get the Pixel 6a. So if you want a compact phone with a good display, great pair of speakers, good call quality, Great cameras including social media app performance, excellent battery life, you are okay with slower charging and lack of wireless charging, and a future-proof phone in terms of software updates as well as 5G bands when they finally hits your market. A clean Android experience, Pixel 6a is the phone for you. If the following bothers you a lot, you should not go for the Pixel 6a. The first thing would be a missing charger in the box. Next would be the slow charging speeds. This takes a hell of a time to charge up. Charging time up to 80% will be around 45 to 50 minutes, but the next 20% is really slow. The next would be the 60 Hz display refresh rate. Another thing would be the lack of a physical fingerprints reader and a relatively slower in-display fingerprint reader. The next thing is, if you absolutely need a brand to have, very good customer support in terms of offline service centers, this is probably not the phone you would want to go for. I hope I make it clear for whom the Pixel 6a is a good fit and would enjoy using it if your preferences are mostly in the domain of whatever I have mentioned. So I hope you like this video and this was useful, and I covered up for all my Pixel 6a review and everything I had to say. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.